is Uncle Bull Cow in the building. What's up, y'all? Still kind of hoarse. The COVID is oh, crap. I'm not allowed to say that word. That's gone, but there's the long C word, whatever, where it's like you feel the after effects and all kinds of other stuff. So that's where I'm at right now. I am weak. I can't hardly do anything. But the headaches are gone and the fever was gone a week ago. I mean, so it's all good. We'll talk about this right now. Uncle Bull Cow's Profane Primo. Now, I was gonna drop this year. I was debating it. I was up in the air, and I gave my growing partners all the seeds. I chose not to give them seeds to this because of so much stuff that's came up. However, I'm going to do something fun. All right, Profane Primo. Wow. It's hot. Woo! Seven Pot Primo is one of the hottest peppers in the world. It's a very good pepper. It's my favorite pepper to put on like crushed flake on Italian food. Wow, that rocked me. The sickness got my tolerance way, way, way lower than normal. Plus, it's just hot. So now, this is a prototype, so don't ask me for it. You can get my other sauces on my Square site. I'll put a link in the description I'll put a link down there for the other sauces. This, however, prototypes did go out. And everyone that tried it gave it rave reviews. So it saddens me that I'm not going to come out with it this year. We ran into some financial difficulties, car problems that still aren't resolved, and yada, yada, yada. And everything kind of started happening, but it's good, man. When you pray and you ask God to lead you in a decision, and a lot of bad things happen that prevents you from doing something. It's like, hey, here's a heads up, right? But what I am going to do, and I talked about this once before, is we're going to do a Primo, 7-pot Primo sauce contest at the end of the season. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to give my exact formula by weight, but I am going to give the exact ingredients on this to anyone who is growing 7-pot Primos and is an experienced sauce maker. That you can still be a hobbyist. You don't have to have an official, launched company, but you have to be someone that's trusted in the community and that hasn't got people sick. Okay. So there'll be some professional sauce makers. There'll be some hobbyists, and what we're going to do is we're going to do a contest. We're going to do a 7-pot Primo hot sauce contest, and anyone that makes it will send me a bottle, and I will try it. And I might have some other judges. I will have other judges. Mrs. Bullcow will be one of them, but maybe I'll get Vic Klinko. You guys already know. He's only 15 minutes from me. He got the world's largest hot sauce collection. There is no better person than him. So I'll talk to Vic. But maybe me, Mrs. Bullcow, and Vic would be an excellent 3-party panel. This bottle here, the only reason you've been seeing this is because I hid this one from my wife, because I made a dozen prototypes, and a couple of you guys might have got your hands on them, and then I saved her, I think, 6 of them. These were going to be in the wing off also for at Bartari in Pennsylvania, but I ended up sending the Roasted Ghost and the Black Death, and they never even got to the Roasted Ghost and the Black Death. The only person that got to taste that was Jason, because they all tapped out on another sauce before mine, and he said it was good. So the Black Death was made for the wing competition. That is not going to be anything that I'm going to release anytime soon. However, there's two sauces that I'm eyeing for next release. One, I want to do a habanero sauce. My father made a habanero sauce back in the days, and it was awesome. I still know the ingredients off the top of my head. I just have to I'll just basically probably use the same formulation I do for the blazing bonnet, but with habaneros. A little bit of carrot, not a lot, but a little bit of carrot in it. But so I do want to come out with a basic habanero sauce, just because more people know what it is. So if I'm gonna start putting it in a few more stores, more people know. Like, they see blazing bonnet. Some people don't even know. It wouldn't even compute Scotch bonnet. Oh, Vicious Verde, yeah. But Mad Mash, they're not gonna, they're just not gonna know what it is. They can look at the ingredients, and some people buy it, but I notice a lot of people go for what they know. Like, so if it's the little stores around here, okay, I have my stuff in 3 stores. The number one seller is Vicious Verde. Now, Vicious Verde is nowhere near as good of a sauce as Mad Mash or Blazing Bonnet. It's a good sauce, trust me, but it just doesn't have the flavor. It's a Verde, It's good. It's one of my favorite Verde sauces. I mean, I love it. It's my go-to for all things Italian and among other things. With that being said, it's just when I've been out and let people try them. Now, the Vicious Verde was the cheapest one, so you get people that they don't want to break a 20 and then be like, here. So I drop the prices when I'm out selling sauce, so that people they can pick whatever one they want and not have to worry about it, because the economy is not good right now. And so somebody will say, I like both these sauces, even though I like this one more. It's $1 more. I don't want to break a 20. I got a $10 bill. I'm just going to buy this one. So when I'm out, I'm actually going to drop the prices. And the Mad Mash has actually cost me about $1 to $1.50 more per bottle to make. Okay, it has pepper powder in it. Plus, for the Yellow Reapers, I pay more per pound. I pay double what I pay for the Scotch bonnets and the other exotics. You see what I'm saying? So, but that's okay. If I got to take a small loss just to get people to, I want them to pick whatever sauce they want is what I want them to get. I don't want them to have to worry about $1 or $2. So, with that being said, guys, keep an eye out for the Profane Primo hot sauce contest. It's gonna happen at the end of the season, because I want to make sure everybody has their 7-pot Primos growing. By the way, my plants are doing terrible because I got sick and was not paying attention to them. So they got underwatered at a crucial stage of development, okay, when they were just about to start getting some true leaves. So I have to keep an eye on them. I have no clue if they're going to recover or not. Worst case scenario, I got 2 growing partners. They're going to over germinate. I can always hit them up and say, hey, give me 5 plants or something like that, and they will. There's a couple local nurseries that have some decent peppers plants, so I could always buy a few, this, that, and the other thing. I almost was not going to germinate this year. It's just it was a pain, just and then hardening everything off, and so, but I did decide to do 1 tray, and everything sprouted perfectly. Everything was doing good, and then I just got sick, and I think what happened was when I pulled some of them up, you could see the roots are nice around here, right? But then down underneath, there's no more roots. So that's what happens when seedlings are small like that and you underwater them. The roots that are in the bottom will starve out. Now, normally, if they had their true leaves on them, they'd be fine, because the roots will regenerate. My only thing is I've never had this happen. So will the roots yeah, the roots, the ones that on the top are still alive. They're still fine, but will they regenerate and be able to push up those first true leaves, right? Or did I miss that step? Is it like, are they going to stay? Because they are literally staying looking like that. 2 weeks now, right? The plants have not grown at all. Okay, they didn't get overwatered. Overwatered, you're done. They turn yellow, and they're the root rot has already taken its toll, and they're just petrified. They just sit there. Like I have taken, I did an experiment a couple years ago. I overwatered a plant on purpose. I had 2 of the same pepper plants. I overwatered one on purpose, and then I set it outside. I put 2 plants, a perfectly healthy one and an overwatered one. I set them outside in freezing temperatures overnight. The next morning, I went out there and I showed this. It was all on camera. I documented it. It's on my channel. But you see the plant that was alive, that was healthy, completely just shriveled up and toppled over, right? And the one that was overwatered, still standing, looking like it's alive, a little bit yellow, but looking like it's alive. It's not. It's dead. That's why it didn't freeze and that's why it didn't topple over like that. That thing's dead. It just stays like that. It's like petrified. Yeah, I left it out there. It was a science experiment. So I didn't overwater them. So yeah, I mean, worst case scenario, so be it. I do have some cool stuff I wanted to grow out this year. So I mean, if I lose that, so be it. They might be okay though. They might be all right. I just got to keep an eye on them. Right now, I'm going to give them less light, kind of let them recover. Get some good root development, and I'm probably I might switch the schedule up where I turn the lights on at nighttime when it's cooler in the house, because the grow closet just gets too darn hot, and we got a cat, and I don't want him. I can't leave it open. I used to leave it open, but now having the cat, and you already know what they do. They do damage, man. So 7-pot Primo, man. I really wanted to share this sauce with the world this year, and I don't have any more 7-pot Primos frozen, so it's not like I can make another batch of this anytime soon. So please don't ask me. There is none. If you want my other sauces, I'll put a link in the description. And so this is not going to come out this year. I hate to say it. Could I find some 7-pot Primos at the end of the season? And have them shipped to me or something? Yeah, I can get my hands on a little bit. And I may actually revisit, and put out another prototype. I like this recipe though, and I really think this is a winner. And everybody's tried it, loved it. And so that's it. I just wanted to give an announcement, an update on that. We're not going to have it out this season, but that's okay. I launched with 3 sauces, and Vic Klinkle told me that's more than enough. Most people launch with 1. I don't have to, keep coming out with new products nonstop. However, I can launch the habanero sauce this year. I'm going to have an abundance of Scotch bonnets, so I can always, experiment. I might, launch a different type Scotch bonnet sauce, maybe a jerk, or, maybe something. Who knows what I might do in that sense. I just know that the Primo sauce, because I didn't give seeds to the growers and they're already germinated their stuff over the last week or 2, I'm not going to do it. Plus, it's just too much to take on. It's a lot of money. I have to pay $300 to have the sauce tested. Then I have to buy labels, and I have to buy them in bulk. And there's just all kinds of other costs, the barcode and everything. So there's just a lot of upfront cost to launch a new sauce, and a lot of people don't realize that. Now, if you're making sauce to go sell at the farmers markets, and you're under cottage laws or something like that, it's a whole nother story, Or you're making prototypes, and you're gonna make little batches. You're not gonna spend all that money. But when you go commercial, man, you gotta be prepared. And this was just a thought. Like I said, it was a concept, guys, and it came out good. The first round, I just said I'm gonna make a Primo sauce, and it came out really awesome. So this will be out someday soon. Stay tuned. Yeah.